Hey everybody, welcome to the SMA Journey 51 vlog. Alright guys, in this week's video, I thought I would do a video talking about how we feel about our Spinraza injections now that most of us have been on it for about 2 years. On Monday, November the 11th, I went back to UT Southwestern Medical Center's William P. Clements University Hospital and I received my 10th Spinraza injection. So I've already completed my 4 loading doses and my second year of maintenance doses. You know, we get 3 per year, and for me, that's in March, July, and November. So after completing my second year of injections, while I was laying on my back in the hospital before I got released, I started thinking about how routine these injections are starting to be in our lives. So, you know, when we first got started, there were a myriad of questions as to whether or not our insurance companies were going to pick it up, and I think we focused a lot of attention on that. But most of us got our insurance to pick up the cost. Some of us, like myself, went on Biogen's free drug program until our insurance companies agreed to pick up the cost. But, you know, thankfully, Biogen had a program and they put a lot of us on their free drug program so that we could get started. And, you know, like I said, eventually the insurance companies finally had enough data to where they could make an informed and educated choice and decision as to whether or not they were going to pick up the cost. And for most of us, they did. Some of you may still be on Biogen's free drug program, and you know, I was really thankful because without that, I would not have been a participant in this game. I would have been a spectator. So once our insurance companies or Biogen's free drug program kicked in and we knew that we were going to get our treatments, then there was a lot of nervousness as to how it was going to feel. You know, when you hear the term lumbar puncture, it doesn't bring up a great visual in our minds. You know, we think that it's going to be extremely painful. We've heard horror stories, basically, and I think we focused on that too much. And instead, if you think about what an intrathecal injection is, for women that go in and give birth to their babies, they receive something called an epidural. And an epidural is nothing more than an intrathecal injection. So I started talking to a lot of ladies who had children that had gone through the epidural process, and they kind of told me what to expect. So, and it's basically the same way. They give you a little bit of lidocaine to numb your back, they give you the injection, and it makes it more pleasant and more easier for you to have your baby. So I kind of knew what to expect, but until it happens to you, or until it happened to me, I really didn't know. So once I got my first injection, I started thinking, well, that wasn't too bad. But then again, what was the second one going to be like? And then after the second one, I started thinking, gee, I wonder what this is going to feel like. So, you know, over the course of 10 injections, it's gotten easier each and every time. And I hope that it's gotten easier for you as well. Whether you receive your injection in your back like I do, or you receive your injection in your side via the CT scan, or in your neck, which is called a cervical injection. All of these are considered IT or intrathecal because they focus the injection directly into our central nervous system. So now that we've received our injections for about 2 years, I'm hoping that you feel the same way that I do, that it's pretty routine. I don't really think about it. It's just another day in my life instead of something traumatic like I thought it was going to be. So, you know, I always try to say that, you know, go into each procedure with a positive attitude. And I do that as well, but now I go into the hospital, I know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to do the blood draw, the urinalysis, they're going to take me into the room, put me in some very unusual positions, but I get my injection, and it's usually a non-event for me now. And I'm hoping that it's a non-event for you as well. So, you know, I wanted to let you know that these injections are part of our life now for the rest of our life, you know, or until we go to another treatment. I know that Vexus has Zolgensma that's available for infants 2 years of age or younger, irregardless of what type of SMA that they have. But right now it's only available to them via an IV or an intravenous infusion treatment. But they are working on an IT delivery for those of us that are adults. So, you know, we will be able to receive Zolgensma eventually, probably in the next couple of years. But there's also a lot of great information about some new treatments that are going to be coming out, and I'm going to focus my future videos on those. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be talking about one called Risdiplam by Roche Genentech, PTC Therapeutics and the SMA Foundation. This is going to be the first oral treatment that we can drink instead of having injected into our bodies. And there's a lot of great information coming out of their clinical trials, and I'm going to share that information with you. Now, again, this probably won't be passed by the FDA till sometime in the middle of next year, 2020. But if I give you the information now, you can talk to your doctors and make an informed decision and an educated decision as to whether or not the both of you decide that that treatment is going to be best for you. Then we've got another treatment that's coming out from a company called Scholar Rock, and I'm going to be talking about that as well. Now, risdiplam will probably be approved by the FDA sometime in the middle of 2020. Scholar Rock's treatment or potential treatment, they call it SRK015. I'm going to be talking about it. Again, we're probably looking at maybe toward the end of 2020, maybe the first part of 2021 or the middle part of 2021. So we've got a lot of treatments that we need to look at, and I'm going to share that information with you over the next couple of months. Again, I want to make sure that I bring you the latest information. And the company that I work for, BioNews Services, we're focusing a lot of our attention on that as well. So as soon as I hear something, I'm going to make sure that I bring this information to you. Again, I'm trying to bring you the latest information so you can keep your family and maybe talk to your doctors, get them informed about it, so at least you know what you're talking about. I want you to be educated in what you're talking about. I don't want you relying on asking questions and finding out something from somebody that really doesn't know what they're talking about. I'm not an expert, but I will guarantee you this. If I find out information that I think you need to know, I'm going to bring it to you as fast as I can. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Remember, when you do subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. That way you'll be notified of any new videos that I do. I hope all of you have had a fantastic week. Do me a favor this upcoming week. Do something for yourself that's going to make you a better person. God bless you, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.